Last week at this time, we put up this graphic as we begin a discussion on our boys and young men, and many believe that our boys are in a crisis. Suicide rate in men higher than women. Boys and young men are more likely to do illicit drugs. Their test scores lower. They're going to college less often than girls now. We also mentioned the prison population up dramatically. Pastor James Jackson back with us this morning. Pastor, last week that you said there was a word, if there was a word worse than a crisis, that is how you would describe what is happening right now to our boys and young men. And when we talked about that, several things came up. And you also mentioned music and in fact, rap lyrics a little bit being a problem for our youth. And I wanted to start there with this conversation because we had a lot of feedback, positive and negative, some disagreeing with you. And I wanted to give you an opportunity to clarify or kind of wrap up a little bit more about what you were saying.
Yeah, and thanks again, Angela, for having me. Through methods of triangulation, there are some perspectives, there's scholarly papers out on the issue, some for, some against. Theologically, and I referenced that last week, evil communications corrupt good manners is the perspective that I'm talking about when you just don't listen to the music, but also read the lyrics. I did get a inbox from a mother who said, "Good morning, Pastor. I've seen you on the news, on Fox News this morning. You're so right about this young generation of men. They are living in a hip hop world, living by the words of rap, drugs, killing lifestyle, like you said. Listen to the words. I have a nephew and nieces. I see it. You don't hear or see people talking about it enough. We need to get the Bibles out and to teach the people the word of God." And this is just one of the messages that I received on this issue. So through methods of triangulation, we have to look at it from a theological perspective as well as modern day psychology, which may not always agree with some of the things that we say.
Yeah, and Pastor, I think because this time is so short, we get 4 minutes and it's over. There were other things, though. It wasn't that you were just saying it's because of the music. That's corrupting everyone, and that's what's awful. There are a lot of other things that you also say we need to work on. One of them is talking about the median income in Indy, and you have this plan that you talk about, a Thrive plan. What do you want people to know?
Yeah, it's the Thrive Indianapolis plan. I think everybody should go and look at it in the area of economic mobility, median household income by ethnicity, African American, as it says here, 36,000, which is the last, and unemployment rate by ethnicity, African American or Black folks is number one at 14.9%. So when you start talking about economic mobility, you start talking about single female head of household, which in Center Township in Indianapolis is the highest of all other townships in Indianapolis. And in Center Township, it's densely populated by Black folks. So when you look at this, these are all contributors, and when you put it all together, it does contribute. As Dr. Martin Luther King indicated, the Black man is not inherently criminal, but it's ignorance, illiteracy, drugs, poverty, and disease that breeds crime.
We have 1 more minute, and obviously, we see a lot. And there are so many white men, right, that are committing crimes every day. That there's a crisis in our young men in general. I want to give you the last 30 seconds when we talk about women all the time, and look at all these positive things women are doing, girl power and women. I don't feel like we talk enough about our young boys and the good things that men are doing. What can we do to uplift our men, our young boys?
Well, Ralph Waldo Emerson is quoted as having said, "He who controls the media controls the minds of the people." I think we need to get it out in the media, the positive things that are happening, the positive things that Black men and all men in Indianapolis are doing. There's so much negative media in print media, social media, network media. We just need to make sure that we get it out there and let people know that there are men of all ethnicities who are doing some great things.
Pastor Jackson, thank you. I'd love to talk to you for an hour. Maybe we can do a special sometime where we get some more people together and talk about it, because I do believe I have a boy and I see it all the time. Thank you.
And bless you for raising the issue.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. If you would like to get in touch with Pastor Jackson, maybe you'd like to reach out with him. If you have a different opinion, let me know. Also, he has a lot of books. You can connect to him on his website, fox59.com/Angela Answers.